Hi, I'm Jordan Marshall, Special Projects Editor at Building Magazine, and today we're here at the Building the Future Commission Conference. As part of today's event, we're asking industry experts to tell us what their big ideas are for the future of the sector.
A common understanding for everybody coming into the industry to really understand the impact that they will make by understanding net zero as a topic and actually being part of that journey.
My big idea is actually related to the biggest infrastructure asset that we have, which is our existing building stock.
I think that the more that we can unite every worker, every professional, every trade body, every client, every fund, every institution into a common goal, then actually we've got the best chance of success into the future.
We really need to motor on retrofit, because a national retrofit programme, hopefully delivered at local level, can deliver social benefit, skills and training, employment jobs, but also, very importantly, health and well-being for occupants, as well as low running costs and resilience against rising energy prices. So I'm tackling that really by having set up the National Retrofit Hub, and we have got cross-industry representation to allow us to produce and develop knowledge to enable local delivery of retrofit at scale, which is something we're not achieving at the moment.
I think for me it's about skills. There's very low confidence actually that we have the skills within our industry to solve the challenges of the future.
The one thing that I think we need in the industry is more young people to basically increase innovation within the industry. We're quite an industry that is very old, very male focused, so the younger people that you get in, the more females that you get in, I think the better ideas that we have.
As an industry, we've really got to shake ourselves up. We've got to make the future generations really see us as the passageway to decarbonisation and saving the planet, as well as solving some of the world's big challenges and problems.
As an organisation, we work with a lot of young people, so we're working with schools, colleges, universities.
It's decarbonisation. It's the Building Safety Act and fire compliance, it's backlog maintenance.
We've got to be attractive as an industry, we've got to be attractive as employers to make sure that we are bringing in the best people.
There's a huge amount of money out there, and so I think we need a way of bringing that to bear. They need something to do with their money, and we need money to decarbonise our stock. So I think there's a Goldilocks solution somewhere in that.
Certainly the education of clients and understanding that construction companies want to invest, want to research, want to develop their people, but they can't do it on very, very small margins.
It might be student experience, it might be health outcomes in hospitals. It's a whole number of things, and how do you do all of that at once?
One of the biggest issues we have in construction is that construction companies operate on very, very slim margins, and I think the time for single-digit profit margins is gone.
Showing leadership from government, supporting and investing in the solutions that will come. Quite a lot of the solutions don't exist at the moment, so we have to invest in the technology, we have to invest in training, we have to invest in public awareness really, so that people actually understand that this requires us all to behave in a very different way.
I think we are in a sector full of challenges and crises, and it's kind of how do you manage to deal with all of those at the same time.
We need to invest to be able to survive and thrive, and not just basically go from one job to the next and hope we're still here in the next year.
The industry's completely changed over the last few years. It's very tech and digital focused now.
Deep autonomy in building control systems, and what this is really about is enabling buildings to make intelligent, sort of optimal decisions, understanding the implications of future actions, and really elevating what is currently going on in that space.
I think in terms of energy usage, the question about the existing building stock, and most of that really still being with us in 50 or 100 years' time, is ways of basically increasing the quality of that provision in a way that is suitable for the existing building stock itself, so that it actually behaves and works in a much more, energy efficient manner. And I think that's a really important thing.
We have smart buildings at the moment, but in actual facts, they're not that smart. There's often a lot of sort of loss of value, and it's difficult because buildings are hugely complex. They're idiosyncratic. Most of your buildings are the same, so it's much more complicated than autonomy in like robotics or cars, for example. But the size of the prize is huge, and the tech is really going to accelerate, and I think it will deliver that. So I think the industry needs to pursue that.
So, what's your big idea? We'd love to hear from you. Get in touch with the Building the Future Commission conference today.